listen to radio show when even the other stations are tuned in too.
Welcome to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Thank you for staying with us. It is still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Time check right now is 8:42 a.m. It's time for Mainland Focus. This is the part where we get to pick one or two major stories off the front pages of our dailies and, put some spotlight on it. Open the phone line for you, our dear listener, to share your thoughts and your contribution as regards the focal points for the day. My name still remains Omobola Sandra. Fuad Sahid is still with us via the phone line, and just quickly run through the focal points for the day. Abbas, insecurity threaten Nigeria's peace and stability, and that story is taken off the major headline of New Telegraph, and it's on pages 2, 3, and 5. And just a very quick one so we can rush through what we have. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajudeen Abbas, has expressed concern over the growing insecurity across the country, saying it is a threat to the peace and stability of Nigeria. And he made the declaration in his welcome address at the resumption of plenary yesterday. And he announced that the House will soon convene a national legislative summit on security to find a lasting solution to the menace. He went further to say quite a whole lot. It was quite a speech there, but then he made some declarations, he made some pronouncements. He said, and I quote, the president's economic policies aimed at revitalizing key factors, promoting sustainable growth and all of that are steps in the right direction. But we must shift our focus towards ensuring the judicious and meticulous implementation of the budget, which is intended to be catalytic in lifting our economy from its current state of stagnation. On counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency, we shall work with the Office of the National Security Advisor to strengthen the Anti-Terrorism Act to provide guidelines for the prosecution of suspects. That's part of the statement that he made. But so we're asking, do you support Abbas's call for a security summit? Because he said that, and I'm quoting, "I implore the president not to shy away from making tough decisions. If necessary, we must not hesitate to enact changes within our security apparatus, for the cost of inaction is far too great to bear. In light of these challenges, I propose convening a national legislative security summit. The summit will serve as a crucible for ideas where stakeholders from diverse sectors, that is, security, traditional and religious institutions, academia, civil society, and more, will forge enduring solutions to our security woes. This aligns with our constitutional mandate as a parliament to enact laws that strengthen our security framework, allocate resources wisely, and provide the oversight necessary to ensure our strategies are well-intentioned, effective, and accountable." He has also charged all the relevant security-based committees of the House to engage with the security chiefs on the most immediate measures and resources needed to improve in security. So, do you support Abbas's call for security summit? What do you think about the Senate summon of the service chiefs? And what do you think about Atiku's statement to the president? Very quickly, I'll just mention one or two, lines from the release from former vice president and presidential candidate of the PDP, that's Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who has called on President Bola Tinubu to step aside if he cannot handle the growing insecurity in the country. So on his X handle, he regretted that Tinubu preferred to embark on a private visit to France while the country is being overrun by kidnappers. He said, and I quote, "Tinubu is playing fiddle while Nigeria is drowning in the ocean of insecurity. to imagine that the commander-in-chief is on a so-called private visit while kidnappers kill a nursing mother and grandmother in Abuja for failing to pay 90 million naira ransom and 2 monarchs in Ekiti, among other regular tragedies besetting Nigeria. And, he said Nigeria does not need another tourist in chief. The country needs a 247 leadership to confront the pervasive insecurity and collapsing economy. So that's a lot, I know, but then we have to put it together as regards the insecurity situation that we are facing in this country. So do you support Abbas's call for security for a security summit? All right, what do you think about the Senate's invitation or summon of the service chiefs, and what do you think about Alhaji Atiku's statement to the president? That's the first focal point. The second one is as regards the 200,000 minimum wage negotiation, or the fact that the NLC is saying that 200,000 minimum wage is no longer realistic, especially with the realities or the economic realities of the country at this time now. And he said, in the papers here, the NLC vice president said that they are not going with an exact figure to the negotiation table. Yesterday, the tripartite committee that will be negotiating, that's a 37-man wage committee that has been put together to deliberate and submit their recommendations on a minimum wage, a national minimum wage. So the NLC is saying that, we're not going with a fixed amount, all right, but definitely not 200,000 naira, because they said they're going to go there and they will decide on a figure based on the socio-economic situation of the country, and saying that we are going to base the national minimum wage negotiation on what is prevalent in the country now. So minimum wage or living wage or whatever it is that they choose to call it, how should labor negotiate with the federal government on minimum wage? Do you think that do you agree with NLC that 200,000 naira minimum wage was no longer realistic, considering the country's current economic situation or reality at this time now? So what are your thoughts? Well, how best do you think they should negotiate this particular situation or this particular proposal at this time now? How best do you think they should go to the table? What do you think they should go to the table with? What are the strategies they should go to ensure that at the end of the day all parties come out smiling, everybody's happy, and there's something that can actually work for the average Nigerian worker? All right, so those are the two focal points for the day. As is our tradition, Fuad Said will share his own thoughts first, and then we officially open up the phone line. Thank you, Fuad, for standing by.
Well, thank you so much for Sandra. Thank you so much, Sandra. Now, there are three questions that you asked on the first focal point. The first one is the security summit, yes, as said by the speaker, Tajudeen Abbas. Now, I'm not against any summit, really, because again, whatever it will require, whatever it will take for us to come up with ideas that will solve our security challenges is a welcome development. Come out there. But my mind tells me that, look, I'm hoping that this summit is not still the same old thing that we've always done, the jamboree that comes with just 3 people together, come up with solutions and solutions, and then we don't do anything about it. We've had conferences, we've had summits, we've had seminars on different programs affecting Nigeria. Recommendations are made, and nothing happens at the end of the day. It's about the willingness to do the right thing. I don't think our politicians or our political leaders don't know the solution to our security. I don't think it's about not knowing what the solution is to our security challenge. The question is, are they really committed to doing it? When I say commitment now, not even implementation alone. They want to sit down to do the hard work, because it requires discipline, dedication, and that willingness to do the right thing. We've been talking about restructuring of the policing structure of the country. So again, the summit is not a bad idea. It's a welcome development so far. It will provide security of lives and properties in Nigeria. That's number one. Number two, the issue of the service chief. Well, the Senate can always summon, and then according to them, they're going to be reporting to the president whatever they get from the service chief. So I know that the service chief are supposed to have a security briefing with the president, and that there's nothing they're going to give them from the service chief that the president does not know. I would also appeal that the NSA activities alone and focus on the job. He's too available and involved in too many things, and I think he's missing what his job is supposed to be as a national security advisor. Something has to be done. Look at what Atiku has said, which is the last one you pointed out. That a nothing mother and a child was killed because they could not pay a ransom of 19 million naira. We are still talking about the Ariyo family, the Nabila family. We are talking about 2 monarchs in a kid. Now we have school children. Nothing was happened to these children, Sandra. Because it will be a complete failure. As adults, we see the failure of the country. We see how the country has failed a lot of Nigerians. You know, look at the medical doctor that died in general in Lagos. It's a failure of the government that killed that doctor, medical doctor, that lady. Now we have school children in kidnappers there. If anything happens to them, the country has failed them, even in their at that level. So I don't think that, look, the president has to get something done. What people have said, again, let's go address that standard. It cannot be at this time. The president will travel out on a private visit. If this is a private visit, the only reason why the president can leave the country at this time that will sound reasonable to Nigerians is that, if he has an health emergency, and he needs to go and take care of himself, fine, Nigerians would understand. But they told us it was a private visit. And that's why people is saying that, look, we can't be having a private visit when the country is burning. Look, Sandra, when it comes to full disclosure, the Buckingham Palace yesterday released an information that King Charles had gone on surgery, had he?
Yes.
And that he had now been discharged from the hospital. They did not hide anything. They even talked about what he had gone to do in the hospital, that he was in surgery for prostate. Full disclosure, so everybody knows what is happening to their teeth. They are not hiding anything. So, will anybody speculate as to the health status of King Charles now? Now, he's got the Buckingham Palace has revealed a complete statement on what is happening to him. They even talked about the hospital, they mentioned the doctor treating him. I'm sure if you dig further, they even talk about the drugs he's taking to help himself. So what's the big deal? How would our president leave the country at this time? And the only thing the presidency is telling us that is on a private visit. So Sandra, let's just think about it. Let's put it to critical thinking. At this time, and therefore the Labour people, whatever they negotiate it, because again there's no clarity as to what they want to get. They say 200,000 naira is not realistic. Realistic is that they want to drop from 200,000 to 100,000, they want to demand 300,000. And if at this point, when they are close to getting on the table to negotiate with government, they don't have a working figure yet, and I think there's a problem. They need to put on their thinking cap and come up with a better strategy to negotiate with government. If they're going to get any kind of that negotiation.
Thank you very much, Said Fuhan. Rightly put, as always, appreciate.
We are still waiting for the student loan today. This is the last day of January.
What? This is 8:55 a.m.
I'm reminding the government on behalf of Nigeria that the student loan will start in January, and today is the 31st day of January 2024.
So there's still time. There's still about 18 hours or so, before, so before close of business. Hopefully,
continue.
All right, Fuad, we're expecting you in the studio any moment from. Thank you very much. All right, there you have it. Those are the 2 focal points for the day. Just if you're just joining us, this is Mainland 98.3 FM, and you're on to Mainland Focus. We have selected 2 major stories off the front pages of our dailies, and that's what we are discussing this morning. As regards the Speaker of the House of Representatives' call for a national legislative security summit that would serve as a crucible for ideas where stakeholders from diverse sectors will forge enduring solutions to our security woes. Do you support his call for a security summit? And what do you think about the Senate summon of service chiefs? What do you think about Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's statement to the president? He said a whole lot. I don't know if I should go back to that. But what he's saying is that at this time, it shouldn't be when our president should be out of the country. I mean, he is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, so he should be in the country tackling the problems that we have, or the security woes that we have. right now. So what do you think about that article statement? And also 200,000 naira minimum wage not realistic, says NLC. How should Labour negotiate with federal government on minimum wage? 0913 6000 410, 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. For text messages and WhatsApp messages is 0913 6000 430, 0913 6000 430. That's for text message and WhatsApp messages. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can also drop comments. Mr. Emeka Eze has already dropped a comment on our Facebook platform, so you can drop your comments as well. We take messages off Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM, Facebook and YouTube. So join us in the conversation. Would also appreciate if you can like, follow and share our post, and also engage us on our many conversations on Facebook. This is Mainland 98.3 FM, where the conversation continues. You have just 2 minutes. Please, let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame, and we'll not have any problems. Okay? Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Oh, we can barely hear you, sir.
The network is bad.
Okay, maybe you should call back. Would appreciate that. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello?
Hello. Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, Pastor Peter.
Yes, and myself.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, God bless all of you.
Amen.
Yeah, on the issues we are focusing on this morning, you see, the issue of this guy, Mr. Abbas, the Speaker of the House, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's talking about conveying security summit and all that. You see, these politicians, they have a way with words. What security summit are you conveying? Every child in this country today knows what the security problem is. So you don't need a summit to go and spend our field money. You don't need it. You have the minister for information for everything. They are not doing the work. The president is not doing his work either. That is why I support. I'm not a fan of Atiku, but I support his call for the president to resign if he cannot do the job. And let me be frank with you. I believe the president is not capable of doing this job. He should resign right away. You know, because you cannot solve Panadol, solve cancer with Panadol. The guy is trying to treat the matter with cancer with Panadol. I mean, it's not going to work. You know, what are you going for private visit when the country is burning? You know?
All right. Sorry.
The Aᴛɪdᴜ before Buhari left, they spent trillions
Thank you.
to repair the hospital at the Aᴛɪdᴜ. So what did the president running away
Thank
for
you.
the country? Yes. So I think that.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning. Oh, Ufoma.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. ᴏ And that's why the question.
Good morning, Ufoma.
Thank you very much. You know, let me just also have it. The Speaker of House of Representatives, if I will ask, all the summer meetings that we're calling since the days of Buhari, they have not yielded any result at all. So there is no result on it. It's not the first time that we're calling it. But one thing that the issue of insecurity, you know, people have been saying it, which is not new that the army also
some army also may have involved in it. Because if some army or other people are not involved, we will have overcome securities in the base of Buhari. But even though these herdsmen and people around spread up, the Buhari also add on to it. In the first term in office, when we are being told that some Boko Haram people killed some of the eastern people, the issue died down. He did not take the serious action, but since then gradually he grew up. Now we have been able to overcome it. When you are reading your headline, a mother and a child and a grandmother was killed because of nature. Is it easy to create blood that these people are just wasting for something? It is not. Is this the blood that God took a precious time to create it to his own glory? And some people, because they ransom and they are wasting land. The issue of the president travel, it is not new. Buhari also do that. When Nigeria is lamenting, he find himself in Britain. So it is not new. But the only thing that we just say, everybody should just be praying.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Larry Bashir.
Okay, Larry Bashir from
Yes.
All right, on.
I want to ask you I'm not sure that that's right. My frustration for this man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from the first day, from the one I said this man into fail. That was my position for him. Yeah. On the first day, they don't even think the office. The first thing you have to generally is gone. Without any provision for palliative or whatever. I mean, this man would say, no. I think Abubakar said, he's now commander-in-chief of the. Yes. You know, right? See, this man has been in power, traveling from one country to the other. He's in France now, doing what on a private visit. Is he a private individual as the president? No. You have become a public individual. Except what happened between you and your wife in the bedroom. Everything about you have to be public, and you have to make it public. What is wrong with this man? If I will fail, but I'm not right. I said this man will fail, can never. Are you imagine a VP said he handled security? He is a VP that one Tabeo was found in his the government as a board when he was the governor of that state. The same man now, the VP, to handle security. This thing cannot work. Cannot work. We don't accept this country. These people can never take us anywhere. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you, Nari Bashir. I appreciate 0913 6,410. That is the number to call. 4 minutes past 9. And we're still live on Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM. So you can drop your comments in the live chat section of our Facebook platforms as well. We're also taking text messages and WhatsApp messages at 09136 0000430. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello. Good morning.
Yes.
It's fine from Arebbo.
Please go on.
Okay. The only thing I want to say that Nigerians, our government are not ready to fight insecurity. If actually that our president is ready to fight insecurity, we already have 400 people that Dubai have given to him that are sponsoring insecurity. The first thing you have done is just to collect that list from Buhari, expose them, or start from there. They knew what it happened, they knew, all most of them knew. And these people are sponsoring them by high authority, making money for themselves, using these ones. So if we want to fight insecurity, let him start from there. And then we begin to look more on the God. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. You know, everybody keeps referring to this name, this list, list.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should make anything of that, but so help us all. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi, for sharing or reminding us.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Paul from Uganda.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, fine. It is very necessary and ideal that the president quit. He should resign. Because Because during the time of Jonathan, he also called for Jonathan resignation and said that within 6 months, Buhari will fix the insecurity in Nigeria. And today, what do we have? It is worse. How can a president travel when a mother, grandmother, and a baby was executed, killed? It can happen anywhere, in any country, even in Togo. They won't take it. Nigerians have become docile. We are taking too much from these people. President British, you are no longer a private citizen. You are a Nigerian president, commander-in-chief, the first citizen of the country. We are looking on to you to tell us what is going on. We can't continue to lose life like this in pretense. It can't work. These people are not ready to change Nigeria. They want to be there for their personal gain. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate 0913-60410. That's the number to call. However, let's take some WhatsApp messages at this time so it doesn't pile up. I have here, good morning. Oh, no. Sorry about that. Kayode from Ikotum. Quite unfortunate that Fuad is saying speculative dollar demand. Okay.
What is he saying?
No, it's not on focus. That's why I just moved on.
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to stay focused. Good morning, crew. Buhari spent 8 good years in condemning killings in Nigeria, and at the end, nothing was achieved. This current president told the whole world that he will continue from where Buhari stopped. So what do you expect? All they know is to grab or snatch power and run away with it. And we are people of lamentations. Mayor from Ikotuegbe. Also have here, this is Jamiu from Lagos. Why is Rep from Ekiti crying? They should stop this act. What has Dino? Okay. What has Dino Smart?
Adeyemi.
Yes. Ndume. Crying done to us in this country.
Okay, those ones they've cried in the past.
Cried in the past. Please let everyone see insecurity, corruption, and kidnapping in this country as everyone's concern. Let's fight it together as we always fight if they increase petroleum price.
Have we always been fighting?
No, we're not.
We just adjust.
Let's fight the way we fought against Cameroonians on X when they were taunting us before the match. All right, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. I greet you all there for your untiring efforts to see that things go right with us. So please God. I vehemently disagree with Speaker Abbas on any summit. It's a ploy to corner the scarce resources left in the nation's coffers. It will come to nothing as usual. Yes, I support Atiku's call on Tinubu to either shape up or fix the security issues we are faced with currently, or quit that office. It's a shame that Tinubu could find time to go on a private trip when kidnappers are holding Nigerians to ransom. Do we deserve this as a people? I think not. What a renewed hope. As regards labor demands, I think those people are confused. Let's just ignore them. Peter Abulime. Let's not ignore them. Security summit or whatever the speaker is proposing, they should charge the president to wake up to his responsibility immediately, because calling for a summit is another way of sharing money for themselves. At the end of the day, nothing will come out of it. Tell me, if all the summits they did in the past, which one has been implemented or enforced? So sympathizers of this government should stop calling for Atiku Obi's head for speaking truth to power. Chika Bende from Trade Fair, Lagos. I also have here, good morning, Sandra and Fuhad. I'm Pastor Sunday from Magburo. My submission on the House of Rep Speaker's call for security summit is not what we need at this time. We need implementation of past reports on security matters. This one Abbas is calling for, will it not involve money? I don't cherish his idea. Alhaji Atiku's statement is in order. It's a wake-up call for Mr. President to sit up and run this country to the satisfaction of the generality of Nigerians, or he should resign. All right. I will also have good morning to you over there. In fact, instead of Senate summoning the service chiefs, it should be the other way around. The security chiefs need to summon the Senate for absconding from work, doing part-time work and collecting full-time salary with unreasonable allowances. Rashid from Majegunle.
Rashid has come.
Different things are doing different people in this time now. But thank you very much.
Actually, they are doing part-time job, getting full-time
salary.
Not even full-time.
Good morning, Sandra. Double time salary. Good morning, Sandra. The position of Baba Atiku on the worsening insecurity situation, asking the president to throw in the towel, is in order. Nigeria at the moment is under a serious threat, though I won't call for our president's resignation. But he must reshape the security apparatus for people's lives and comfort. His national security advisor should be redeployed immediately. I see nothing coming out from the National Assembly than talk show and off your mic syndrome. Noah from Igondo, thank you very much. I think what Noah said. I mean, why is the NSA with me? If I'm not there, then the NSA should be back in the country. Don't you think the president
should even be in the country attending to security matters?
What are you doing here?
Having daily briefings with security chiefs, working with the police,
It should be in Ekiti by now.
Getting on top of the situation,
be in different places. Yes.
Because it's advisory role, and if there are issues, it should be on top of the situation, briefing the But
call commissioners of police, have a meeting.
The man is everywhere. He's involved in everything. He's in every picture. He wants to appear on every picture.
There have been concerns as regards his appointment as NSA.
Yeah, people have also questioned the fact that as NSA, his background as a police officer, working with the service chiefs who are military men, may not really sync. But he's not even on the job. That's the problem.
Not even on top of the situation.
On top of the situation.
Good morning, Sandra and Far. This is Godwin from Ilasa. It's been a while, though I daily follow the program. Yes, Godwin, you're welcome back. Security isn't the only thing wrong with this country called Nigeria. We need a thorough diagnosis, analysis, prognosis, and healing process of the challenges of this country. Doctor, like Fuad will always say that we don't have another country, hence we must put hands together to rescue this nation. I'm at a loss on how to remedy this country. Exchange rate 1,500.
It's scary.
School children kidnapped, yet Tinubu is on a private visit in France, which we are not sure of. How can we have leaders who are liars? Well, he's not lying. He's in France now.
He's in France.
He's in France. I mean,
it's just that whatever the visit's about may be about half truth, maybe not outright lie.
The private visit
is half truth, really. It is not. We've not gotten the whole thing.
Okay, but it's private. We don't need to know.
No, what we are saying is that the private visit is half truth. It's not lie, outright lie.
Maybe it's sorting out our student loan.
The maybe is coming as a result of the fact that it's half truth.
You don't want to let it go.
Yes.
091360410. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Don Peters.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
If you today travel to London, nobody cares what you have got there to do. You know why?
Why?
Because you're a private citizen. If you don't go today, travel to France, nobody cares to know why you travel to France. Why? Because he's a private citizen, minding his own business. A president of any nation is no longer a private citizen. Whatever he goes, wherever he goes, his subjects need to know why he's there. He gave us a case study of what has happened right now with a very important man in Britain, which is Prince Charles. Okay? They carried their people along. So what am I trying to say here? Mr. President is no longer a private citizen. He is accountable to me and you and every Nigeria. So Atiku right now calling for his resignation, for him to resign, I think it's highly in order.
Okay.
Because a monarch cannot be slaughtered. Pregnant women and children, everybody is living in fear while we are not at war. And somebody is telling me that Mr. President is on a private visit to somewhere. I think that shows that he's incompetent. He knows what he wants to do as a president. So what he can do right now, honorably, is not a crime and it's not a disgrace. For him to resign, okay, let him just wait in the somewhere, because obviously you can see in all ramifications that he did not fit in to do the job. And we, the people, our economy, our security cannot suffer for it. Let him do us, a favor by loving us that he claims he do, by just putting the power. We clap for him. We have a special obligation for him. I say, yes, you have done well. You are an honorable man, which you are. Please, let him just resign. That is my own take this morning. We can't continue like this. We can't continue like this. Okay? That's my take. Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, I think we all agree.
We can't continue.
We can't continue like this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
Thank you, my dear. Mr. Fuad, morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
God bless all of you, bless your management, and bless my great country, Nigeria.
Amen.
You see, where Mr. Fuad want to leave Nigeria, it's just only one sentence. I want to go for medical checkup. Sẹ́fúnni, medical checkup, it can be ìsinmi, it can be another thing. What is you are going for medical checkup? Checkup is very good. What as of now? Hello?
Well, with you, Prince Wise. Well, with you.
Thank you. You see, as people that go for this place of Mr. President, no, it's powerful. Other National Assembly can do that, and the state can do that. But it's been the work of opposition, which are very rough, very daring. But the solution to Nigeria now, we need that National Assembly, National Security Summit. I said it about 2 weeks ago. We should invite everybody to round table talk. Let everyone contribute. Even though I was telling Mr. President, in fact, the general officer that at one front at one time, the services we are talking about, they are air conditioner offices. So those white fighting and not for Nigeria, they are general officers. Why can't you call them the National Congress? Let them come and say their mind. So what is really going on? I think pay your salary at the record time, your allowances, you are covered with the places, cover, all these things should be asked. And as of today, Nigeria must be secure, and not only Mr. President. Because Mr. President cannot go to work for. We got to talk to those in charge. The army, the soldier, the police, everything. Even national advisor, he is not the problem. He will advise Mr. President what is so, what is me, and that is it.
Thank you.
But he can never talk to the army. He wants to do it. He has his own duty.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate. We always try to, enforce the 2 minute time frame here. All right, let's see what we have on Facebook. We have quite a number of messages on Facebook. This is still Mainland 98.3 FM. You're listening to Mainland Focus, and we're having conversations as regards the National Security Summit, National Legislative Security Summit that the Speaker of the House of Reps, Tajuddin Abbas, is calling for, and also the statement of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar saying the president should step aside if he can't handle insecurity. And we're also looking at the 200,000 minimum wage. NLC is saying, well, at this time now, they don't know if that is still realistic or that it is no longer realistic. So how best should they negotiate? Let's have our messages on Facebook. Sorry, it's quite a lot.
A lot of them.
Emeka P. Eze is saying, Atiku's statement is exact. When a country fails in security and economy, what remains of such a country? The best bet is for Mr. President to accept failure, apologize, and resign, since he's overwhelmed by the country's challenges. Good morning, beloved Milan crew. Thank you. I also have here Jamiu from Lagos also repeated his message on Facebook. Thank you very much, Jamiu from Lagos. Basil Chika, security summit or whatever the speaker is proposing, they should charge the president to wake up to his responsibility immediately, because calling for a summit is another way of sharing money. I think I've taken that before. Chika Bende from Trade Fair. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Good morning, Mainland. For me, the Senate summoning the Senate chief is not enough. We have heard that again and again. Let the Senate do the needful. They know what to do. Why can't Senate order the president to return from his private visit to France to address the numerous problems facing our country? Ordinary food like gari is out of reach of the common Nigerian, and we are sitting down to speak grammar. Politicians are already planning ahead of 2027, while the country is facing a lot of challenges, which tells us they don't care for Nigeria but for themselves. Alhaji Atiku's statement should be a statement of every concerned Nigerian to the president. God help us. Benjamin from Shogunle, thank you. Also, Tony Ajishegiri, good morning, Mainland FM and listeners across the globe. Sandra and very dynamic Fuad.
Thank you.
Nothing can be truer than the truth, and the truth is the totality of Fuad's outlook on the economic, political, and security landscape of Nigeria. not nation. My position on the performance of Alàgbà Tinubu is that he has come to continue on the same leadership pattern that brought Nigeria this low. A leadership that is overly self-deluded, self-seeking, confused, lacking in the true character of openness in governance, attention to state matters, and urgency to fix critical national issues. To me, the difference between Buhari and Tinubu is that one is from the north and the other is from the south. Both played on the ethnic sensibilities of Nigerians to become president without being prepared for the job. Sadly, we are all on a long ride to nowhere. God help this country. Amen. Thank you. Yeah, that was very sad. Prince Shola Shodeke, good morning. Government upon government have been taking Nigerians for a ride. Recall when Nitel building was on fire. President Shehu Shagari flew out of the country. The current president is just
good historical background.
Yes, I like it. Way back. He went as far as
today.
Way before Obasanjo. All right. The current president is just emulating that act because Nigerians are simply docile and laid back. On student loan, it's another political lamba. Just like the CNG boss. What?
God bless you, Prince Shola Shodeke. It's not me reminding Sandra.
350 million.
You know what I'm going to do, Sandra? A long list of promises. I'll bring it on Friday. So we'll talk about it. And the timelines they gave for those promises. Where are the CNG buses? And the conversion kits and everything.
Say CNG bus. That's true. And other palliatives for the public. Oluwa niboloju ewa.
You got that one?
Yes, I got that.
All
God
right.
bless Nigeria. Please, Shola Shodeke.
God bless Nigeria.
Joshua is also Joshua Andova is saying good morning. Yes. Please tell the speaker to let us be. He's just looking for ways to take our money in the name of summit. What summit are we talking about? I think it's better for Mr. President to resign. At least he obtained the president title, so you should allow someone that's ready for the work to take over because it's getting tough by the day. James Ogbonna, Sandra and distinguished Fuad, I greet you most effectively. Mr. Fuad, let me play devil's advocate.
All right.
If Mr. President was around, what would they have done differently to stop the rising spate of insecurity?
At least if we know he's around and he may be on top of the job, but he's not around now. At least even for perception management, James Ogbonna, there's something about perception management really and trust. So if he's around, we know he's around and he may be on top of the situation, but he's on a private visit. We're not even sure.
Yesterday, one of our colleagues' house was robbed.
Okay.
And when police got to the house, they asked, where are the men?
Of the house.
Where are the men in the house?
So
they said they've gone to work, and the police said no case. So that's that the presence of even
about perception and the fact that he's around
very important. Exactly.
And to now say he's on a private visit is even the problem. Now we're not even sure. If he had medical reasons to travel, Sandra, of course.
Why not say that?
And we know that, of course, if it's about medical challenges, he can travel. But if private visit when the house is burning.
Does he need to be around to command the service chiefs? Has he not been around since while banditry continued in Abuja and other parts of the country? Did his presence change anything? If your presence cannot change anything or is not noticed, then your presence means nothing. If Atiku was the president, would he stop the insecurity, or is it comfortable for him to speak now because he's not the one there?
He's not the president for now, so we can't judge him.
Mr. Fuad, do you know where Atiku is at the moment, or where he's speaking from?
I don't know.
Now, real devil's advocate.
James is a troublemaker. He's looking for trouble everywhere.
I heard he hasn't been in the country and yet he's speaking. Look at Peter Obi. He has been visiting every place where there has been incidents.
You see where he landed? The flight started moving. And
It's an obedience.
It's an complete obedience.
Security summit or security conference or whatever won't change anything. They will only share money there and be bereaved of suggestions at this point. James Ogbonna, thank you very much. We'll be back to the Facebook platform
with your obedient analysis.
A bit. 0913600410. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning, Mr. Olakunle.
It's funny, based on the things I'm hearing this morning about the president's private visit to France. And I always ask, is anything unconstitutional that stops the president from having private visits?
Well,
Is it unconstitutional?
we're looking at morality here. We shouldn't be talking about.
It's not about morality, sir. When you look at morality, you look at legality. Because everybody
morality too. But
so as I'm saying that, I'm going to say, sir.
do Nigerians have to know now that there's so much problem at home? Do they need to know?
Because that is where I'm going, sir.
Yes.
That there are so much problem in Nigeria and there are challenges in Nigeria. You don't need the president to be here. We have a constitution. You don't need the president to be here. How long has he gone for? That you can't have a private visit. Has he told you he went there for health? He told you he went for a private visit. All I can feel in all of this, sir, is that the papers have taken that as sensational news and they have used it to make money, and it's okay. But the fact of the matter on ground states that the president has gone for a private visit. And as my man remind you, sir, that most of the major kidnappings that made headline news have been nipped in the bud. Those who killed our kids in Ekiti have been captured. Those who caused the Wahala too in kidnapping Abuja have all been captured. What we are concerned about really, yes, ma'am.
Suspects are not. You can't equate suspects.
People have been arrested.
People have been suspects have been
They are
arrested.
not even in trial.
Doesn't
We don't
mean
even know.
that people.
The ones that
Who made judge and jury?
Okay. I'm not being judge and jury. I am only telling you that the president is working without being around. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
So if you are saying, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So the president doesn't need to sit on the seat to ensure that we work. That is what I'm trying to say. So on that basis, we were in this country when the president denied that keyboard girls were kidnapped. What did we do? Were we not in this country? So for me, I believe rhetoric aside, and let's face the fact of the matter. Work is being done, no doubt. There are challenges in Nigeria, no doubt. We'll continue to find a way to fight it. And let me quickly go to article that says that the president will return. And I'm laughing hysterically where I am. The man that has never stayed in Nigeria for 3 months or 4 in the last 6 years, is telling the president that we're inviting on a visit to stay in Nigeria. That's as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much.
I hope I can engage you more, really.
No, but yes, I mean the conversation of continues. You can, I don't know. Tomorrow is open mic, so tomorrow is open mic. But
I don't like the idea. You know, there's something they call whataboutism, Sandra. The fact that there was a president that denied the kidnap of Chibok children is not a justification for a president going on a private visit when Nigeria is burning, quote unquote, at this time. What is bad is bad.
Oh, it's bad is bad. Let's call it spade.
What we are saying,
and it's irrespective of who is there. The point is that Nigeria has a problem, and Nigerian president is a
look again in governance, and I'm sure Mr. Olakunle knows what I'm saying.
Which is NSA, by the way.
You know, again, he knows. You know, that's why I said, look, we can look at legality. There's nothing illegal as to what the president has done.
No.
You know, but what about morality? And in governance, I'm sure Mr. Olakunle knows this exact thing I'm saying. There's also perception management. That look is that's why I say that if there was full disclosure, it's on medical reasons, that's why he has to travel. Will not be up in arms. But it's on a private visit, and there are no clarity to. That's why I gave the example of King Charles. The Buckingham Palace gave a complete, disclosure on what is going on with him. So people, they know he has a prostate surgery. He was in hospital for 3 days. He's back now. They are not probably going to even his medical routine so that people can know what's happening to their king. That's what we are saying.
Well, I mean, one of the statement I took from Bayo Onanuga's press release was that the president has told Nigerians he's traveling, and he.
So you read Bayo Onanuga's. Okay, it's okay. I'm sure we'll deal with that.
Very interesting.
During midweek politics, we'll have more time to deal with that.
I specifically screenshot it. He said the president did not travel without informing Nigerians of his whereabouts.
But what did he go?
He announced a private visit and he announced a return date.
Okay.
You understand? So, yes, all of this has been done normal. The president can travel.
Definitely.
The president can travel.
Nothing illegal about
the president can go on a private visit.
But timing is also important.
But timing, and just as Fuad said, public perception as well. I mean, and just as I mentioned earlier, when you wanted to say something.
No, it's okay, Sandra. Let me just allow it go.
But I think we're engaging something. Well, Mr. Thank you very much.
I hope I could have.
It's always interesting having conversations with you.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the phone line. 0913600410. Yes. Good morning.
Alhaji Zubair, good morning.
Hello, this is Uncle Tony for Sunday.
Hello, Uncle Tony, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, for they are doing a good job.
Thank you.
What I want to say something about security for us. Yeah, this time around, I think the National Assembly should do something, drastical. They should, pass a law for state police. That is because as it is now, we actually pointing finger on the president. Fine, but what of the national? Government is still arms. The National Assembly must do something at this point in time. Let there have the state police, because what they are saying that the governor will be misused. They should have the local government police. So I think that
Security Summit. Good morning.
Thank you, Sandra and Fuad.
Good morning, sir. Engineer. Morning, sir.
Wonders shall never end. And they said that, legality, he said, don't pity me. I'm to my job. I've applied for it. Why are people pitying Mr. President? Why are they going about attacking people that are paying what is expected of him should be done for the masses? The security we are facing now is alarming, and he needs to tell people what he is doing there, and he did not even have to take the battle down there because he doesn't even really understand what security of a nation is. That's why he has to choose a police officer to command, because there is superiority of command. That an army officer will never take order from any other. A military officer will not take order from any other
Force.
Law enforcement agency that is not a military officer. That is why we are having so much problem putting the cart before the horse. Because you don't really understand what we are doing. And that's what the economy is all about. National Assembly calling for this let them contribute their allowance. And let's do it meaning and ask people to call people to come and contribute. If they contribute their allowance, not just take another humongous hundreds of billions of naira. That is very much needed by the masses to push.
All right, thank you very much, Engineer Ni. Unfortunately, towards the end of that call, it got
noisy.
modeled. Yes, for our ears' sake. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Oh, Mr. Bolina.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Fuad.
Morning, Mr. Kangolina.
Wow. So the president doesn't need to tell us if you can just go on private visit. He said Nigerians are the president of themselves. People will come and support evil. Now, he didn't tell us. He said he went on private visit. But do you know what I think he went to do?
I don't know, and I really don't think we should begin to.
It's just my own thinking. President is a businessman. Maybe he went there to import some containers.
Oh, again, that's why you don't have full disclosure. These things can happen, but it's fine. I don't think he's gone there to do anything container.
Mr. Floyd,
yes.
Have you ever heard that another president came to Nigeria here on a private visit? I don't want to see the president. I don't want to see. He just came and sat down in a one hotel there, and he's very there. After that, he goes back. Have you ever heard that?
Honestly, I've not seen anything like that before.
That's the thing. That's why Nigeria continue to run like this. When the president was there before in the last 8 years, we go to London and they'll be telling us fairy tales. They'll say, the president is not doing a lot of work there. He's working. I saw him watching TV. He does not work.
All right.
He's watching Mainland. So I think he's working. He's working hard. President didn't go to where people are dying and all that is not an issue. That's what people are telling us. Let them try, Next time they should come and ask us for vote again.
Where did we get there?
Yes.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Gangbelina. 09136
That's it.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Ambrose.
My name is Ambrose.
Good morning, Pastor
Welcome,
Ambrose.
Pastor Ambrose. Please go
We
ahead.
thank God for another day.
Yes, so
The reply of Bayonanuga is don't worry. When he was telling
I think
Atiku that the
Pastor
election
Ambrose.
has come and gone.
Okay, please go on, sir.
When he was telling Atiku that election has come and gone, I think it is Atiku that should be telling those in power that the election has come and gone.
Feedback, Pastor Ambrose.
It's like your radio is on.
My radio?
Yes, you have
Okay.
feedback, yes.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this. What exactly is working in this country today? I want to know. Is it light? Is it health? Is it education? Is it the insecurity? Is it our currency? You see, what is happening in Nigeria today? Do you remember Gorbachev,
Yes.
former president of Russia?
Yeah.
He introduced, I think, glasnost and perestroika.
Glasnost and
Yes,
perestroika.
yes.
Openness and change.
That was how Russia disintegrated. Why am I saying this? What we need now is restructure. Mr. President said the poor must break. The poor, they are not breaking. There is insecurity everywhere. Food is beyond the reach of man. What they do these days is they just go to Abuja, collect federal allocation at the federal, state and local government level, and they will just mention one white elephant project and they will share it. Go to local government for Lagosian. Go to local government every month end when the allocations. You will see how they share it among political party chieftains and also among the what do you call them now, chiefs. They don't do anything any longer. So why would there not be insecurity? The president is in France. Whether he's gone there for holiday or whatever, I don't know. But my own worry is that nothing is working. We usually now we have like once every week.
Once every week.
It's not, yes. And it's usually maybe 8 hours.
All right, thank you, Pastor.
And that's all. So what exactly is working? Mr.
Hello. All right. Thank you very much. Please, let's try to stick within the 2 minutes time frame that's allotted. We're running out of time and we still have a lot of messages to take across board, WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. So we need to also give attention to some other people as well. This is still Mainland 98.3 FM. We're live on Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM. Time check right now is 9:40 a.m. So we still have about 4 minutes thereabout to wrap up the show, and we'll wrap things up with a few messages. I'll start with message on Facebook. Nwachukwu Kennedy Chinedu, voice of Mbise from Okwa Okukwa Umuhokwato. Good morning, everyone in the studio. The incessant abduction and killings going on in the country on a daily basis is becoming unbearable, worrisome, and disheartening. Please let federal government and all the security operatives do something to ameliorate the situation, because it's teaching time saves 9. Oluyode Oluwaseun James, APC and the president has failed Nigerians. I also have here Muiwa, I think that's Muiwa from Abuja. Oh, that's a long way up. All right. Yes, Muiwa from Abuja. Good morning, Mainland FM. On insecurity, on personal note, it looks like our politicians are into a covenant to look away from carnage happening in our land before they came to power, because it baffles me how the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria can't deal with bandits despite having DSS, NPF, and even soldiers on payroll. Mr. Abbas' opinion may be good, but how many prime suspects of terrorism and banditry have been truly punished since the days of Sokoto till now? I don't believe in the capacity of any president or politician that has information on sponsors of terrorism and banditry and also knows those who are sabotaging our economy, diverting our fuel, but rather decides to punish us for their corrupt practices by removing subsidy instead of dealing with them. It's a pity we have to live again with insecurity menace for the next 4 years, and Nigerians should prepare for change again in 2027. How many changes are we going to make before we make the everlasting.
You've moved past change. It's renewed hope now.
Okay.
It will be something else.
That's all right. All right. We also have Tᴜɪ̀tɔ̀kpɛ Onotoye saying it's quite shameful if the president of one of the African countries can tell citizens that he's going to US for medical treatment, but only for President Tinubu through his spokesperson to inform Nigerians that he's going to France on a private visit, at a point where rather than having improved security, insecurity keeps going worse. Does it not sound funny and ridiculous that the police force will be complaining of not having tracking device and making use of that of DSS, despite the huge amount of money allocated for security on a yearly basis? The most annoying is that the federal government will be kicking against paying of ransom while failing to carry out a primary responsibility, which is to protect lives and property. Is it not enough for the president to tender his resignation, or where in the part of the world that the citizens will continue to be massacred and the president will still be in power? My advice for him is to begin to transfer all security operatives back to their regions. I believe they will perform better than what we are having now. Thank you very much. I also have here Aminu Sage Ibrahim. Good morning. Concerning this security, each state needs to answer for themselves. That's state policing. How many good police officers do we have in Nigeria? They have less than 30,000. So tell me how 36 states will share that. I don't know where you got that info, that number or that figure from, though. But no, it can't be less than 30,000. That I'm sure of. At least we need 15,000 or more per state. That's the only way the security issue can be dealt with. In the United States, they have 50 states, and each state has its police force. All Tinubu's announcements since his inauguration has been a disaster, from student loan to subsidy to palliative to security to forex. Tribalism and greed are some of those things that might finally bring the country to its knees if we are not careful. God bless Nigeria. I also have Ayobamiji Folorunsho. These people that support APC seems not to be sensitive at all. Mention names, but
they have their
it's not me that will call
they have the right to their own opinion, and that's the beauty of a democracy. We can't see a thing the same way. We all have different views. So,
well, finally from WhatsApp, please, which national security summit are they talking about? Were they not the ones who said former President Jonathan was a failure and they have all the solutions to the security and economic problems? They praised Buhari to high heavens, even when he didn't act on the names of those sponsoring terrorists. Until date, we don't know the direction to point at over these frightening problems. Or they have forgotten to call Lai Mohammed, who said he knew it all, to come and tell us more. Let them continue changing the stories as they want. Time shall tell. We are in it together. Stevie Janiki, thank you very much. And that will be a wrap for today on Mainland Focus. My sincere apologies if we're not able to take your calls or read your messages. But, time is not really a friend when we're having, such conversations. But as we always say, the conversation continues. So join us by 1 p.m. with Media Politics. Fuad Said and Okwemi Akionde will be in the studio. And Sage Babalola will be handling Situation Room today. And also, the big talk comes up by 10 a.m. So, there's just a lot of platforms for us to share and air our views. Tomorrow is Thursday. It's open mic in the morning and open forum in the afternoon. So, as we always say, the conversation definitely continues, not to worry. But at the end of through it all, let's take care of ourselves. Let's watch out for each other, and at the end of it all, we're all striving towards one goal, which is a greater Nigeria. Maybe the way you are passing is different from the way I'm passing, but we're all going towards one road. But so help us all to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much for
Thank you so much, Sandra, for having me.
My name is Tᴜɪ̀ᴛᴛᴇʀ Sandra. Stay with us. This is Mainland 98.3 FM.
This is Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. There are some things that stress you, and there are others that come with ease, like getting a new smartphone.
Easy.
Paying for the smartphone in installments.
Too easy.
Even getting bonus data upon purchase.
Way too easy. Upgrade easily to the Itel P55 5G smartphone with Easy Buy to pay in installments and get up to 10 gig of data for 6 months. Other smartphone and data options also available. Visit any smartphone retail outlet to get started. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That That na why anytime when I dey cook like this, I dey always season am with no cubes.